afternoon, gang. Welcome to week 3. If any of you got one of these My Protein resistance bands, today is a good day to bring it out, and it is not for weight-based training or resistance training. This is for our stretching. Now, we don't have something like this. A belt or a towel might even do, but it's just going to be a nice little addition to our training today, okay? As always though, we're going to start off with our cat-cows, and then we're going to take it from there. Okay, so onto your tabletop position. Gonna push into the mat, curl up, belly down, head up. Breathe in on the way up, and out on the way down. Now today actually we're going to throw in a little, try and turn to the side. Back to center. Turn your body, so imagine turning your hips that way, my shoulders that way, but my midsection this way. Head comes with to help. Kind of feels odd to begin with, but do your best. Just you'll feel a stretch on the other side here, okay? We're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to combine the up and down with the sideways, and we're going to use your head to kind of almost draw circles. So we're kind of up and out to the side, and don't worry, you can't really do it wrong. Just do it and see how it feels. Go back the other way. It's almost like a figure of 8 with your body. Okay, good stuff. Right, let's twist. So reach up, reach under, reach up, reach under, reach up, and back down. Okay, other side. Let's reach up, reach under, reach up, reach under. Up and back. Okay, perfect. Let's just drop back into a little child's pose here. So widen the knees, send the hips back, hands are out in front, head is on the floor. And breathe. After this next breath, let's walk our hands out to this side, to the left. Okay, and we'll feel a stretch in our right hand side. One more breath here. Our bum is down. Don't see the bum up in the air here, sitting down. And let's walk past the center over to the other side. And breathe in. Back to center. Okay, now let's introduce the band. I'm going to come face it this way just so we can see. So, I don't know, let's get it just, it needs to be wide enough but not too wide, okay, for this next one. We're going to try and send it up. So we're sitting on my heels, send it up, come back. If this is really short, it's going to be hard to make it past this transition. Some people will do it no problem. Okay, some people will find it more difficult. So over front, back, So we're just loosening up the shoulders here. Probably feel it in your chest as well if we've done chest at the start of the week for some of you. Now you're going to leave the left hand where it is. Right hand comes around and over. Okay, and back. Good. Right hand stays where it is. Left hand comes back and over. Reverse it. And back. Okay, same thing with the right hand again, coming over. Boom. And back. Keeping our arms as straight as we can. Boom. And back. Okay, just let it sit here. Let's stretch for a second. And now let's come up. From this stretch position here, we're going to just try and tilt our body to the side. Back to center. Breathe in and breathe out to the right. Okay, stretching our side body. Back to center. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. To the left. Take your breath to the center. Breathe in. And out to the side. Back to center. Okay, go easy on this one, but let's take a twist. Staying where we are. I know the shoulders might be getting a little bit tired. It's okay. Let's twist the torso to the left hand side. Back to center. Twist the torso to the right. A little bit of movement between the two. Left. Right. Center. Left. Right. And back to center. Okay. Some of you, if not all of you, will have done a really tough leg session at the start of this week. So we're not going to spend too much time on our legs stretching them out. We're going to try and do it where we don't have to hold our own body weight. Okay, so we're going to get the hamstrings going using this next, okay? So we're going to lie on our back. I'm going to wrap it around. So this is where if you have a towel, you can still do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to put it up on my right foot here. Okay, I'm going to let my left leg go down. I'm going to push into this. Try and straighten my leg as best as possible, okay? So we get a nice grip on it, so I'm not too far up that I'm pulling myself up. I want to be flat on my back, and I want to be able to try and straighten my hamstring, okay? So some of you, this might look like this before your hamstring starts bending, okay? We want to get, or your knees, sorry. So we want to stretch the hamstring so we keep our legs straight. And then as we progress, just going to hold, you can use this to pull and try and get this up a little bit further, okay? So yeah, the goal would be to be, you know, really far up, but your only real goal is to be a little bit better than probably last week's stretching session. Okay, so you should be feeling this at the back of the legs. Try and push your heel, drive your heel up to the roof here to straighten out the back of the leg there. Just hold it for another 2 breaths. Okay, let's stretch out the groin area a little bit. Let's keep it straight. We can start loosening the slack as we start sending the leg sideways. Okay, try not to let it drift forward too much. Let's just loosen the slack and try and send it out as sideways as possible. You should feel a stretch on your inner thigh here in your groin. Tough enough. Some of you might be totally on the floor here, that's fine too. If you find yourself getting close to your floor, up to the floor, you probably want to try and bring your foot further up towards, let's say, your shoulder area, and then it won't be so easy, okay? There's always an adjustment. Wow, big stretch. Again, driving the heels, don't allow the leg to be bent. If the leg is bent, you may need to bring your heel closer down to the lower part of your body. Okay, so similar to the hamstring stretch, lower down if you're not as flexible, higher up if you're more flexible. Okay, let's bring it back to center. Let's swap here. Again, this leg may or may not be tighter. You may get more range or less range, okay? Doesn't matter. You might feel this in your calf, so I can feel this on this calf a little bit more. I'm still trying to drive my heel up and keep this hamstring stretched and straight as possible with the knee, okay? Don't allow it be too bent, okay? Instead of bending it, just allow more slack and it'll be lower, okay? Two more breaths. Really try and get that stretch in. The next exhale, we're going to start lowering it out to the left, or whichever side you're coming, okay? Slowly but surely, the stretch might get better as you go. It should loosen. Remember, a straight leg here. Big stretch on the inner thigh here. Same thing. One more breath. And back to center. Okay. Actually, got to bring it back to our right hand side here for a second. Gonna lower the foot. We're gonna go crossbody. Okay? A little bit harder. More of a stretch now on the outside of our leg here in our glutes. Same thing, trying to keep it straight. You get more slack here on the band or whatever you have. The band is nice because it just loops around and I can hold it with one hand or two hands here. The towel you have to hold it with two hands, might not get the length. So the bands are good. But then again, if you have too stretchy a band, it won't have enough resistance. So find that middle ground. You'll find something there at home, no doubt. That's stretchy. Okay, back up. Swap over to my left leg. And let's cross body again. You can feel that all the way up my calf on my left leg here even. Then into my glutes here, IT band. Center. Okay. Now, not too much more abuse on the legs here, but we'll keep it going. Okay, we want to get the quads stretched out a bit. Okay, so let's take a lunge position with our left leg. Okay, so we're in a lunge position, our back knee is dropped. Now, some people might be able to go without the band here. Okay, so I'm going to reach behind. So, let's say my right hand is on the floor. Left hand is reaching back. I'm going to grab my right foot. Okay, you will feel this if you're getting this, okay? I'm going to open my chest up towards the roof. I'm going to get a great stretch on my quad. Now, if we can't get that, let's get our band, okay? Let's hook it up. Let's just over the shoulder like this. And again, this might look, you might only have this much stretch on it. You might barely be able to pull it. But let's try our best, okay? So I'm going to do the band just to show. Oh, it's literally sitting comfortably over the shoulder here, getting a nice stretch on my quad. Looking up, turning the torso to really get a stretch on the front of my hip on the right and my right quad. Okay, if you want a bit more, just pull it a bit. Whew. Don't pull it too quickly. Okay. too deep on that one, okay? Let's swap sides. Okay, so my right foot is coming up. I'm going to get my band over here. My left hand is coming down. Hook the band to my foot here. And band comes up my right shoulder. Okay, I'm opening my torso up to the right hand side. I'm feeling a big stretch of my left quad, my left hip. Breathing in. On the exhale, open the chest even more. And last one. Okay. Okay, coming back to center here. It's going to go into a deep squat here again. Okay, we did this the last day. Let's just really try our best to get ourselves into this nice deep squat position for all of our squatting. Okay, especially during these stretches. If we can do it, we can really implement it then into our back squats or goblet squats. It's really important because if we're not squatting to depth, we're going to miss out on hitting some of the muscles that we need to hit. Okay, so from here we could even we could start trying to get our shoulders into it a little bit. We could use our band, just trying to what this will do is help us keep our posture up. Okay, so I'm going to show you from over here. We're going to start off, we're going to try with our depth as best we can, okay? With someone not folding over, let's get the band. Let's hook it up, okay? A little bit of side to side here. Just sit it out. Really just try to get comfortable in this position. It may not look like this, that is fine, but we're working towards it looking like this. I still have plenty to work on. It may look good, but there's a lot wrong with it. Okay, I'm going to toss the band away. You're going to grab my left shin with my right hand, and I'm going to reach up to the ceiling with my left. I'm going to swap, so my left hand, my left elbow comes inside my knee, and my left hand grabs my right shin, and we twist up to the ceiling. Come back down, swap sides. Now remember, this might look like this. That might be all the twists you can get, but that's fine. Or it might be even more. So we're reaching up, we're working towards it. Just getting more time in this squat position. We're getting comfortable here. Swap again. Back over. Back to center. One last length of it. Up to the roof. Back down. And up. No. Okay. Right, that's pretty much it. Let's just take a couple of seconds. We're going to bring our knees to our chest, hug it out a little bit, roll a little bit here if you want. Just rock back and forward, sorry. Done a lot of kind of extension here, so it's nice to pull it all in. Big hug. And stretch it all out. Arms out, legs out. This is a perfect time now. I'm going to finish the video in a minute. Just lie here now for as long as you want. Especially if you've done this after a workout, if you're wearing your heart rate monitor, it's a great time to just check in, calm everything down, wait for your heart rate to drop before you get up and get on with your day. Just take a few minutes. And if you're doing this before bed, I know a few of you are doing it before bed, it's a good time to just unwind a little bit and then get yourself to bed. Good job, everyone. So stay here as long as you like. Enjoy the relaxation. Don't do it very often. Great job, everybody. I will talk to you next.